Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, so happy 2024. I pray that this year brings you good tidings, more blessing. I pray that whatever it is that you lay your hands on, you shall prosper. Happy New Year, and I hope you guys had a blast. Okay, so yes, what better way to share the New Year than to bring on board someone I'm sure you all would love to see. Now, let me just introduce the guy, right? He's a TikTok sensation. I'm sure you're guessing already. He's a brand influencer. He's an actor. He's a musician. And he's many more. Okay. So, is it, I call you Zicsaloma. Am I right?
It's actually Zicsaloma.
Zix.
Zix from Isaac.
Okay.
Aloma, my son.
Isaac
Yes.
Aloma. So your name is Isaac Aloma.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my nomenclature.
Okay. So how have you been?
I'm very fine, mom.
How's work?
We are pushing it.
I know, I
We are
know, I know.
pushing
So I'm
it.
going to start with you, Wade. How was the journey for you? The journey to success. How did it begin?
It started I would say from after leaving school or from school. I knew
Is
of,
it secondary or university?
let me say university,
Okay,
because I can say in my junior secondary I was not that bright.
okay.
But for my senior secondary school, in fact, I repeated like twice. So I knew I was not ashamed. This kind of thing, they are 2-3 years older than everybody in your class.
Yeah.
So I knew, no, I don't want to be like this. So
Okay.
the efforts came from my senior secondary school. Then I'll be reading. My mom will be like, why is this boy reading like this?
Yeah.
Did I say I'll flog you if you don't read? I said no. And I finally graduated as one of the best in arts.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Then going to the university too, in fact, there was a point they were asking me, the librarian was asking me, am I a medical student? I said, no, I'm in English and literature.
You schooled in Liberia?
No.
Oh, the library.
the
Librarian.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Was asking if I was a medical student because I was always in the library reading.
Reading.
Yes, so I knew I'd be successful, but I didn't really know how. But I said anything I was going to do, I was going to go all out for it.
Wow.
Yeah, so the journey started from my secondary school, university. As soon as I was serving, I was already doing my master's. I was still creating content. I wanted to succeed.
So bad.
Yeah, so bad. So, and I was doing what I feel would make me succeed.
Yeah.
So, funny enough, I was already a lecturer before I now became.
Wow.
Yes.
You were a lecturer.
Yeah, I started
Where?
in Kaduna Polytechnic.
Okay, you schooled in Kaduna.
I was born in Kaduna. Yeah,
Oh.
my primary, secondary.
Are you from Kaduna?
No, I'm from Abia State.
Because I was almost like, I thought you were Igbo. Okay.
I'm Igbo. But my university, okay, I did a diploma in law in ABU Zaria, which is still Kaduna. Then my degree in English was in Abia State.
So do you speak Hausa very well?
Oh yeah.
I can't speak. And you grew up there.
I speak just English.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I'm so terrible at languages.
I think I'm same. It was a struggle for me learning.
Yeah, I speak just English. Even my language, I don't speak it.
Wow.
Igbo.
It was terrible for me too.
Wow.
I think sometimes there's some people who just get confused with different languages.
Exactly. And I think it has to do with interest.
Yeah.
So when I try to be interested, after a while, I unconsciously become uninterested.
Uninterested.
Yeah, I think that's my case.
Uninterested.
Yeah.
So what was the switch for you from being a lecturer to now being a skit?
Okay, so content was something in fact, I was not a singer before. I was never an actor, I was never a comedian.
So you're a singer?
I was a singer. I've always been in the choir right from when I was like 10.
Before you even decided to become a lecturer?
Yes.
Wow.
So I served in Kaduna Poly, where after I finished serving, I still stayed back, I was still lecturing.
Okay.
Yes. I was going for different musical auditions.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was on The Voice, my videos, several of my videos have been trended.
Mm-hmm.
So skits even came after The Voice. I just started doing skits unplanned. It wasn't something I even took seriously. but it was gaining traction. Like my first few audience, because first I was even first posting on my Facebook,
Okay.
and my Facebook friends seem to like it. I'm like, am I funny?
Okay.
They'll be like, do part two, I'll do part two, do part three. So I just kept doing it. I did it for like 2-3 years.
Okay.
My fan base was not growing, but the people who liked it liked it.
Liked it.
Then until lockdown period where I now joined TikTok. Then my content started flying organically on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I now found it on every actors were posting it, comedians were bloggers were posting.
Yes.
And at the point Tunde too was just posting my content. So
Yes.
that's how we are today. At the
And
point I was
so-
like, I was leaving my job. My mother was like, are you sure you know what you're doing?
I just wanted to ask you that. So, are you still lecturing, or you're done with that
yeah,
part?
I'm done now.
You're
How
done
much
with
is
that
lecturer?
part.
So she was like, are you serious? Are you sure you are taking the right? I said, but don't worry. Because at that point itself, when I was leaving, I was not really successful yet.
Okay.
You remember when I told you? In fact, I told you when I was moving from Kaduna now.
Yes.
So it was like I had several jobs in Kaduna. I was
Yeah.
quite comfortable. I was already driving a car. Yeah, so I was not sure. I was moving with so much uncertainty. If I leave all these my jobs, because I had to even sell my car to rent a house in Lagos. Yeah, so I was living with so much uncertainty that what if I go to Lagos and I don't succeed? A second thought, like, just go. So before coming, I was already message sending, still applying for jobs here.
No, because you called me. You sent me a
Yes.
message actually.
I knew you had the karaoke. I'm like,
You come to the lounge.
yeah,
and
I'm
sing.
saying
I said,
anything will
okay.
just give me money. Maybe they do it first
Yeah.
before entertainment starts paying me.
Yeah.
So coincidentally, as soon as I stepped into Lagos,
Yeah.
it's just like God just did it. My
Because
videos
I remember
started
I
going.
sent you a message. I have not seen you now. You said, don't worry.
My videos just started flying. I was
Flying.
getting a lot of ads. At the point, the ads were just even too much. So here we are today.
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God. That's a beautiful journey. I mean, it was not planned, but
Exactly.
it worked out really nice. So, do you still sing?
Yes, I sing. I sing. In fact, singing is still my first love. Trust me, I like to make people happy.
You're going to sing for us today. Before.
But content creation, you know now,
Yes.
it's not easy.
Yes.
Yes. But as a singer, it's something you just take the mic and you just kill it, and you always enjoy singing. Yeah, but creating content, it's a whole lot. Coming up with the content, having to create content every day. I literally create content every day.
I know.
Yes.
We still have a job to do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. So, the journey for you, how was it? I mean, did you come from a very humble beginning, and was it smooth all through for you? Like, were your parents able to afford everything? Was it easy for you, or did you have your ups and downs? You know, how was the journey for you?
Okay, so I wouldn't say I came from a poor home, but we're more on the poor side than the rich side. But my dad
Middle
was
class.
a little below the middle class. I'll put it like that, yes. But we're quite comfortable. At least I don't think I've ever stayed in a face me, face you apartment, yes. So, but several times, trust me, I've had to hustle for myself. And I came from a family where it was at a point my mom and dad were separated. So it was mostly my mom. My dad was alive, but you know when some families where your mom works, your dad works, and your dad just leaves everything for your mom. So she tried what she could do. And me being a very pushy person, I tried what I could do. I can remember in my university days, my university was quite expensive. If you know state universities in the East, they can almost be like private university. When I got admission, my mom was like, who will pay for this school fees? Because then we're talking about 150, 200K per semester, per section. So it was high. So, but still, I can remember when
In
I
the
was
East or in the North?
in the East.
Oh,
No,
you
North
went
is
to-
very cheap.
Oh, you went to the university in the East.
Yes.
Oh, and then you came back to the North.
Yes. I was not posted to serve back in Kaduna.
Oh.
It was not like I worked it. It was just coincidental.
Coincidental.
Yes. I wanted Lagos, but I was posted back to
Back to
Kaduna.
Kaduna.
So it was just. So I can remember while I was in school, I was managing so many brand social media accounts, doing sponsored ad. So I was still seeing money for myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was always pushing and pushing. And sometimes I was singing. So some churches usually invite me, sing. They'll give me 5K, 10K. So all those things I
You added
used
everything
it
up.
to pay my house rent. added for my buy
Oh, you were
textbooks and
living
everything.
you had to buy your own house. You had to rent your
Yeah,
own
yeah,
house.
my school, a lot of people stay off campus.
Off campus.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Ironically, I think the hostel was even more expensive
Okay.
because it was limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they said 100 level self, you're not entitled to hostel.
Hostel.
Yeah, that's how my school was. So I had to push and pay all those things myself. What my mom could do, she also did. So it was I struggled. Trust me, I struggled.
I can imagine.
Yeah, there are times where in school, all I just have, when they just send my normal monthly 10K. It was my mom. She knows it was always 10,000 naira. So when she just sends it, I just go to buy rice and gari. Buy Maggi. So most times I just cook white rice. I'll put Maggi or turn it.
Concussion.
I'll make sure it's plenty because then I'll just buy gas 2 kg that I had to use for an entire month. So that rice I can eat it like 3, 4, like when you don't warm. So that's the kind of life I was living.
It's not from jollof to fried.
I just wanted to get satisfied. I didn't just want to starve. So meat was once in a week or once in 2 weeks. I just buy one small meat.
So the university days was harder.
Yeah, so it was it was very hard though. Schooling in the East was harder, yes. I didn't get much help from people. I know my people now, trust me, you can't depend on them so much. Yeah, so it was just like every man for himself. So ironically, when I schooled in ABU, I didn't have money, but I noticed that Northerners were more, like, you can depend on people more in the north.
Accommodating.
Yeah, because I did a diploma in law in ABU's area. So then I could stay 1 week without having a kobo and I was still eating. When I went to the East, it was like a total transition. You would die of hunger. So
every man for himself.
Every man for himself. So I had to just find a way to survive, and here we are. I still went for service. I think I was the first person in my department to go for service.
Yeah.
Despite I was first owing a lot of school fees, and I served and everything.
So you've not only been a lecturer, you've been a skit maker, a brand influencer, a musician, and now you own a podcast.
Yeah.
So what informs that?
Okay, so let me even say one. I also own a wig store now.
A what?
Wig store.
Wig store. Oh my! You have to. You always play. What's that? Your character?
Angelica.
Angelica.
In fact, I was supposed to bring your opening invite. Yes, but it's not ready. But it's definitely coming. Before so there'll be an official opening on the 29th.
Okay.
Yes. So I have like a studio called AJ Studio where I do my podcast, games, and everything.
And then you went into wigs.
Yeah.
What informed that?
Okay, so why I went into, of course, multiple streams of income. Yeah, so and I know, and what made me decide to do wigs, it's not like I know much about hair. My sister does.
Okay.
Who will definitely be managing the business.
Okay.
But I know people are always talking about my hairs, and I have more female fans.
Okay.
So I said, okay, do a business that will favor my female fans more.
Okay.
That's why
You're just being an Igbo man.
Strategic Igbo man.
You're just being a strategic Igbo man.
Yeah. So, I know since I advertise for wig vendors, they always come back, I saw that. I say, I can do my own and so too. So I chose wig. So that was...
Your TikToks are always very hilarious. Most times, I think I've mimicked you once or twice.
Okay, on TikTok.
On TikTok. I have.
Yeah, we first became. I can remember you followed. I'm like, hey, Iyabo Ojo followed me on TikTok.
Yeah.
You're one of the first celebrities that followed me on TikTok.
Yes.
You're one of the first people.
Your TikToks are hilarious.
Yeah,
You're extremely funny, naturally funny, and I love that about you. So, you're not married yet.
No, I'm not.
Are we looking forward to that anytime soon? Or you want to join the macaroni that says I'm not getting married?
Okay, I didn't even know you said that. But I'm not yet sure I'm going to get married. I'm not yet sure.
Hey, what's happening to all our men like this? The ladies are out there screaming now.
And I'll still help us to carry our child a little for marriage. I know I'm going to be a father very soon. Soon.
But maybe, you don't want to get married.
Maybe it will not pass next year, but I'm not decided.
That means
you
have injected somebody. You have.
You're a father very soon.
Okay. So you don't believe in the institution of marriage?
No, of course I do. But what I think it boils down to personality. It all boils down to personality because me, I don't like to worry about things.
Okay.
I don't want anybody stressing me.
Stressing you,
Yes,
okay.
because I've been in relationships where okay.
The stress was there.
Yes,
It's a distraction,
yes,
kind of.
I'm a very focused, go get out. Do you understand? So most times when I was in past relationships, it naturally just dies down. You're not calling, why you not calling?
Okay.
And when I'm filming, my mind is there.
Yeah.
I won't call you till I'm done with the 5 days I'm filming.
So it's like you're not ready yet for commitment.
Yeah, at commitment. So I think I have commitment issues that has always altered my previous relationships. So because of the commitment issues I had, I just felt like, are you sure this marriage thing
It's gonna work
it's gonna work for me? So and I have that feeling, just do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
If you know you don't want to be locked, if you married to a box and it locks you and makes your life this life now one, you just do what makes you happy. Definitely, I want to have kids. I want children. I like children.
So you're gonna be in the league of be my baby mama.
Possibly. Possibly.
Oh my God. It's your honesty for me. Okay. At least you're gonna have a baby. At least that's one off.
Yeah.
You know. So we're gonna on this show we do what we call the switch.
Okay.
And that means you get to ask me one question.
Okay.
So let me drink to that before you ask me. I always drink to that. So I'm ready.
Okay. Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. Just one.
Okay, I had two, but let me kick out the one that seemed like gossip. So, what has been your major fear as a popular person? Let me put it like that. This fear that what if this thing happens? What would I do?
Okay, I think I had that when I first became famous. Not now.
Okay.
When I was much younger and I became famous, my fear was like, oh my God, how am I going to smile every time?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Do I have to please everybody every time? Do I have to be a certain kind of way or do a certain kind of way? Because I've always wanted to live life on my own terms and do me and do my thing.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit, that was the fear for me. Okay. How do I please my new fans? How do I do it? For a very long time, it took a long time for me to adjust to the fact that I was a celebrity.
Yeah.
Because I'll go out, I'll go clubbing, I'll drink, I'll have fun, I'll dance. And I used to love dancing. Wow. And people be like, no, comport yourself. I'll be like, what? I want to dance. I don't care. But so it was a struggle initially, and I just felt like I wasn't worried about how people would see me or judge me, but I was worried about how would I be there, take pictures, smile every time.
When you don't
feel like smiling, when you don't feel like, so that was just a struggle for me then. Wow. That was a struggle for me then. That was it.
Okay, I think our case is a bit reversed because of course I wanted to be popular more online on social media.
Okay.
Because I'm someone who is actually a very reserved person. Yeah, I do not like crowds. I do not like crowded spaces. I do not like to be looked at.
Yeah.
Like if I go somewhere and I feel people are looking at me, I feel uneasy already. Yeah. So that's why now it's very hard for me to go out. Yeah. Because even though people are not meeting me, but the fact everybody's looking at me, it makes me uneasy.
I noticed that when you came in for Mama Gold Empire, you're like, oh, okay.
It makes me uneasy because most times people even take still shots of me.
Yeah.
I don't like that fact. Yeah. So being popular, it came with a lot of fear. Like I can no longer, because I'm someone who I don't club, but sometimes I still like to go to low key, like just sit in the beach, just receive. I can remember one day I tried going to the beach, but I like airy places a lot. Maybe at hidden spots. I tried going to the beach in Lagos. I say because I see celebrities doing it and they'll just go without face masks, nothing, and nobody disturbs them. And
it's a lie they do. You will take pictures, Taya.
These are not even pictures. They literally drove me out. I got to the beach. I just sat down. This guy coming one. This coming there. Now this one they wear woman clothes. Now this one. Before I knew it, they were over 30. I'm like, okay, you people should go first. Like, go. Then you people should just go. I want to just chill. That's why I came here. So yeah, I had to start living.
Yeah.
I ended up transferring 40,000 naira to them. Let me shock you. They scratched my car.
Oh, that's the Adiros.
They were telling me to give them 400,000 naira. Why? I was not even shooting. You know, the shooting on is normal. I was not even shooting.
Okay.
So why would I give you guys 400k? I even gave you 40k. And you are still, that was the last time I said, Kai. I don't do again.
You can't go to the beach.
All selected kind of places. So
it has to be very selected.
Yes, exactly.
Very selective places that you have to go to. I get it. So, I mean, young ones out there looking at you and saying, I want to be like Isaac. Okay, Isaac. What's your advice for them or to them?
What I'll just say is make sure you know what you want to do. Don't just do something because you feel everybody's cashing out from this thing, so I want to do it. I'm someone who believes you can make your millions. Because I know for most young people, it's just money. You can make your millions from almost anything, so long you put your all in it. Yeah. For instance, now you say, okay, I want to be a tailor. Are you learning fashion designing because you just want to learn it? Let it be something that will just be giving me food to eat. Or are you learning it to become excellent,
the best
distinguished?
Yeah.
Because I've met people who cut my hair. I'll be like, who is this one? Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
But there are people I meet. If this person charge me 50, I'm ready because nobody cuts my hair like this. So I just feel whatever you do, just be outstanding and make sure you are doing something. If you are doing something, if it's just like you say, God bless me, I want to be successful, and there's nothing you are doing. Or I just want to be like you. How? I want to have money like you. So what will give you that money? Because I noticed that it's just like recently I posted employment opportunities for my business. I posted front desk, I posted graphic design, blah, blah, blah. And I found out that for front desk, I had more than 100 applications. Graphic design, I had just 2. A wig guy, I had just 1. So you can see, so it's now a bit fair to say, what about Nigerian youth doing?
Yeah.
Do you get?
They don't want to learn any trade.
Yeah, so how do you not have money?
Make money.
How do you, because I noticed that me owning businesses now, I find skilled laborers I do not get. But anyone that, front desk, everybody just sits down and you will struggle to get a job. So you must get something doing. You must be outstanding in whatever you are doing. I feel over time. Because once you have the skill is like the foundation. Yeah. What you just need is opportunity. Yeah. So whenever the opportunity comes, you grab it.
You grab it.
And
you grab it.
Just like tell me I need a job, what can you do? Anything, nothing. But if you tell me you're a chef, I'll probably call Auntie Iyabo. I have somebody who's a chef. So can he work in your back? Yes. He'll say yes. Yeah. You don't get a job like this. But if you tell me nothing, but
so you're saying the young ones should try and learn a skill.
Learn a skill, have content, develop even the one you are doing. Make sure you are really good in it.
Yes.
Yeah, over time you become successful in whatever you are doing. And make sure you really like what you are doing too. Yeah. Because don't just do things because you feel that's what everybody's doing.
Everybody's doing. You have to be unique and stand out.
Exactly. You have to stand out. Just like the content space. There's so many things you can do as a content creator. Yeah. There are so many food content you can do. Just like I won't mention, but his content is already doing well. Yeah. As he cuts my hair. I was like, you can go to the streets. See laborers cut their hair, make sure your video is very clear and catchy. And now he's getting millions of views. Yeah. International followers. Yeah. He doesn't do skits. Yeah. Do you get? Now he has almost 2 million followers.
Wow.
In a very short time. Has a lot of clients now. He's too busy. Yeah. The last time I asked him how much do you charge, he said 100K. I'm like, yeah.
Wow. You just cut your hair.
He has too many customers now. So you can imagine. So there are so many things you can do. I still feel the Nigerian industries is untapped. You might think it's saturated, but other
areas that are
that
still
you can
untapped.
touch and
Yeah.
excel in it. You mustn't do
Yes.
skits because Zix is doing skit and Mr. Macaroni.
And if you want to do skits, you can
Yeah.
be unique in your own
Exactly.
way. Like, you are unique. You have your own style. You have like
several
characters that you do.
Yeah.
Now, if you watch my kind of skit, it's more of a TikTok kind of skit. So what
Yeah.
I do is I impersonate.
Yeah.
I can impersonate
Anybody, yeah.
want
I
to
see
do.
them.
Do you understand? When I decided to do my own content creating, I said, you know what? When I start doing my own skit, I don't just want it to be the normal one of skit.
Yeah.
I want to do a skit series. And that's what gave birth to Mama Gold Empire
yeah.
series, which you're part of. Thank you
Yeah,
for being
yeah.
part of that. Do you understand?
pleasure.
So when we started shooting, I had to tell my team, my crew, I said, look, I don't want to shoot this like a proper series.
Yeah.
I want to shoot it like a skit.
Yeah.
So every scene must end like a skit. Do you
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
And something else must pick up the next episode.
yeah.
And I decided to direct it myself because no one can really
So
understand.
what? Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm the one who's the TikTok queen, and I get what I want in my head. You know. And along the line, I noticed that my AD picked up.
Yeah.
Just that my PM picked up.
Understand where
everybody picked up my DOP. Everybody now started understanding exactly what I wanted to create.
Yeah.
So you have to be unique in your own ways.
Exactly.
You can do what so many people are doing, but try and be unique.
Add you
to whatever it is that you're doing. So that's it. Yeah, add you to whatever it is you're doing. And I like, for me, like you said, this is something I've spoken about before, and I'm really happy that you also are saying this. Like, a lot of young ones out there today, they're not doing anything. They just want quick money.
Yeah.
I used to have a salon. I closed it down because nobody wants to work there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I have a spa. My spa is struggling because all the ladies are not ready to learn the job.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's so hard that there's all these things, you need them. That's why a lot of people travel abroad.
Yeah.
I have one of my goddaughters who stays in Canada.
Yeah.
She's never done a 9-to-5 job ever since she stepped foot in Canada. And right now she's almost done. She bought a land and she's building in Canada.
Wow.
Do you understand? She's building in Canada. And what does she do? Hair.
Exactly.
And then she sells wigs. So she didn't just go and say, let me be selling wig alone.
Yeah.
She learned how to do hair.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And she's good. She knows how to do makeup, but she specializes in doing hair. Yeah. She trains. Yeah. She takes classes. And she's still telling me, I'm coming to Nigeria, sis. I want to come and learn more. Yeah. Do you understand? So that when I go back, I can be better. I even want to learn makeup now. Yeah. I know how to do makeup, but I want to be perfect. So sometimes all these handiworks, they even pay more money abroad than they do here in Nigeria.
Speaking of this hair thing, to be honest, most of my friends that traveled abroad are jackpot. The only person I know is doing well is someone who does dreads. Because average, I know an average Nigerian who works in the UK makes like £2,000. 2,500 pounds. But this guy does dreads. Sometimes he collects up to £400 just for one hair. And he does more than one person. So it means, I did the math, in a month he makes like £20,000.
Yeah, my brother's wife, actually, she's South African, she lives in London with my brother. She makes a lot of money, and all she does is dreads.
So you do hairs for Africans, you do for the Caribbeans, they're all in the UK.
All she does is dreads.
He's always booked.
I think our young ones need to go back to those days where even though you are in school or you're doing anything, you still need to learn something.
Yes.
It works.
Skill.
It works.
I tell people who even go to school,
yeah,
I wouldn't know school is never a scam. It's a plus. Because when you go to school and you combine it with a skill, I believe it makes you more innovative. Yeah. It makes you more resourceful. Yeah. It makes you more planned. Yeah. Because sometimes I see a roadside woman selling like akara. Yeah. If you notice, you could see a queue. There's one woman that sells, so you sell akara in my former area. Yeah. Before 9, akara is finished. Yeah. Like, the queue is crazy. You have to book. My mind was now like, why don't you expand? Why don't you get more hands? So you will do till 12. Yes.
You have to.
So someone who's educated will probably say, okay, let's expand. Let's open more branches. Yes.
In our own time, it was mandatory. You needed to learn something. You can't just... School was good, but you needed to. I can't tell you the amount of things I learned. I learned catering. I know how to bake cake, make meat pie, chin-chin, you know those things, sausage. At the time I used to do it, we used to go and supply mobile filling station in Antony. Like, we supply them, we do sales on delivery. And that's how I knew about sales on, sales on delivery. Like, you deliver things at the night day or the next day, you go and take them off. You understand? They pay you for that. And till today I can do all these bakery things.
It shows. It shows.
I learned how to make hair.
Yeah.
I traveled to the UK to study body massage. I know how to do massage. And when I came back, I was already a celebrity. I wasn't doing the massage, but I was training.
Yeah.
I trained a lot of young girls. And today when I see them, most of them are not even doing anything with it.
Yeah.
Maybe only few of them are, still owning a spa or doing something.
Yeah.
But a lot of them just want, to be dependent on a man or
Yeah.
something. Even if you want to be dependent on a man, have something that you are doing that would better your own life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I hope you learned one or two things. And yes, we are in the new year, right? This is 2024, 2004. You are my first guest on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, 2024. And so I hope you guys take this motivational speech that we have said and make sure you start doing something, learn something apart from school, and try and better your craft. And if you want to go into, like you said, skits, whatever, make sure you stand out and you're unique. And like you said, there's still so many areas that has not been tapped that you can tap into and definitely stand out. Thank you so much for coming on the show. So for 2024, apart from you, what's new? What's new for us this year?
Expect big screens.
Big screens.
Expect big screens.
I know.
Certainly.
All right, guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. And yes, expect more to see me on the Gold Room with Iyabo Ojo. Like I always say, make sure you like, subscribe, click on the notification button, and share. Thank you.